It's not a coincidence that Ramadan is on the 9th month. That has to do with the oceans of taslim and the oceans of submission in which the servant cannot reach that reality without Allah's ni'mat and rahmat. Allah teaching Prophet teaching ulul amr that, I want to dress you from these realities and the oceans of taslim. As soon as you enter into the 9th month, you're entering into the oceans of submission, and what Allah wants for us to reach that ni'mat and the ultimate dress of rahmah and mercy is Sawm Ramadan, means that you begin to fast, because that dress is not something we can achieve by amal. It's the highest reward for a non-action amal. Where Allah says, I want to dress you from these realities, don't do anything. Make now an abstaining and abstinence from everything so that we can dress you from these powers, dress you from these qudras. And Allah teaching us within Holy Qur'an the Surah Qadir for Laylatul Qadr.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ تَنَزَّلُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ وَالرُّوحُ فِيهَا بِإِذْنِ رَبِّهِم مِّن كُلِّ أَمْرٍ سَلَامٌ هِيَ حَتَّى مَطْلَعِ الْفَجْرِ.
Mawlana Shaykh teaching that Laylatul Qadr is 9 letters, and Allah teaching us within Holy Qur'an that from just the basic understandings, anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr means that those 9 letters appear 3 times in that surah. Allah wants us to know, it's all coded, that 9 times 3 is 27. It is on the 27th of Ramadan. Because there are people come and say, we don't know what day this is, you don't know what day it is. But the people of Marifah, they know everything that Allah wants them to know. They are not blind and they're not going through things blind. Because it is a bab, it's a gate. That 27 has a tremendous secret. It is the reflection of a heavenly gate which is at 72, and both of them 2 + 7 become 9. Every multiple of 9 reduces itself back to 9. 9 times 3 27, 2 + 7 become 9, 9 times 4 36, 3 + 6 becomes 9. Means the fusion with this Bahrul Qudra, with this entity of Muhammadan light is so powerful that anything that multiplies by that number, it will reduce itself back to that number. Means when you multiply into the ocean, when you come for the fana of this Bahrul Qudra which is the Muhammadan light, anything that enters into that will reduce itself to the Muhammadan light. That's why one light plus one light is one light. There can be no two. The world of form has multiple. The world of light, it always goes back to Allah's oneness. La ilaha illallah, we can never reach its manifestation, its mirror image is Muhammadun Rasulullah. Means Allah wants to dress us from these realities.
Have you started planning for the cost of post-secondary education? We will help you open a plan and access thousands of dollars in government grants. Give your child a head start with a CET plan. Did you know that it may be possible to start an RESP and not contribute any of your own money? Call today and receive 25 air miles reward miles when you book a consultation.
Hi, did you know that your child may be eligible to receive up to $10,000 in government grants to pay for his or her post-secondary education? My name is Sikandar Hayat. I am here to help you. Call today for a free consultation.
Naz Window Blinds offers high-quality custom window coverings for both residential and commercial projects. We offer a stunning range of colors and design options. We also provide an on-site measurement and style consultation so that you can be sure you're getting the very best option for your windows. Let us enrich the look, feel, and value of your space with custom window coverings. Call Naz Blinds today.
For us to understand, everything is perfectly numbered and every month has 3 nines. Means there are 3 qadrs in every month. So then what Prophet ﷺ described for Ramadan, that the first 10 days is a mercy. Why? Because that's the first qadr. Up to the first 9 you've been dressed from the Bab al-Rahmah. The Bab al-Rahmah that they taught us in Surah al-Tawbah, the Surah 9, because now this is from the realities of the ahlul 9, the people of qudra and power, that Allah addressing from Tawbah, because you have to make a Tawbah with a sincere Tawbah that, Ya Rabbi, let me to lose my thought, let me to lose my characteristics, let me to vanish and to be nothing and to destroy all these bad characteristics. Allah takes us into the second oceans of power, the second qadr. As soon as the 9th night a qadr comes, changes the tajalli. Now the second 10 days of Ramadan is based on Bab al-Maghfirah. Means who's Allah's Rahman? Is Sayyidina Muhammad, Nur al-Muhammadi, that the Rahmatan lil Alameen, that when they are oppressors to themselves, if they come to you, Ya Rasulullah, that you pray for them for their forgiveness. That is the power of Ramadan. The Prophet is making an intercession upon the soul, that fixing all of its impurity, fixing all of its incorrectness, and asking Allah for forgiveness, asking Allah for forgiveness and for the greatness of Sayyidina Muhammad. No doubt in our heart that Allah accepting what Prophet is asking, because this is very small compared to what Prophet is in control of. But for us to come into that reality means keeping the honour of Islam, and the izzat of Ramadan is showing the greatness of Sayyidina Muhammad. All the world is astonished that how these 2 billion people fasting and they uphold the flag of their Prophet, they keep the honour of Sayyidina Muhammad. They see these Muhammadiyun, that how they're so strong, how much rahmah they have, that they fast these days and they accomplish these mercies. And this is Allah's ni'mah, this is Allah's rahmah upon us, that for the love of Prophet Allah allows our souls to enter into these realities, to be dressed by these realities. And on the 18th becomes the 3rd qudra, the dressing that month. Itkum minan nar means freedom from hellfire. Means that the place that your soul was going to occupy in Jahannam, it will be exchanged with your place in paradise. And that's why then they call those are the nights of Qadr. Where Prophet asked that in the last 10 days of Ramadan, make itikaf. Why? So that you can be dressed by these qudra, blessed by these qudra, and ahlul marifah, their whole life is itikaf. Their whole life is a life of constantly isolating themselves to enter into these oceans of power. What Prophet wanted is that for all the ummah who's not taking the way of tafakkur and not taking the way of ihtikaf, at least the last 10 days of Ramadan enter into that ihtikaf. And the ahlul marifah come into our life that slow your work down, what are you working so hard for? That go into yourself, go into your heart, go into your realities, otherwise your seed will always be a seed. That seed has to enter into the dirt. Allah gave what dirt? The teen. I created your body from dirt. Go back into yourself, plant yourself inside your heart, go into your heart. That is the planting of our seed. As soon as we plant within ourselves, then the water of zikr, the water of salawat on Prophet allows the fruit to begin to grow. If that fruit grows, it becomes a tree. If that tree grows, gives fruit that everybody can eat from and be blessed from and take its benefit from. That is the realities of Qadir. And that's what Prophet wanted for us. So when the people say that, is there tafakkur in Islam? It's the i'tikaf of Ramadan. And the people of Qadir, their whole life is that reality. Means when Allah dresses a servant, they are from the servants of tafakkur. They spent their whole life planting their seed, finding their errors, finding their mistakes and going deep within their being and keeping the company of mashaykh who are all ahlul tafakkur, all the people of contemplation. That they are the people of Qadir when they have been prepared and they have been dressed, and then Allah going to give them Laylatul Qadr. Layla means that they annihilated themselves. The night stands for annihilation, that you're not longer manifesting like the daytime, be like the night and make your manifestation to be non-existent. Means constantly annihilate yourself, constantly efface yourself, constantly criticize yourself, come against yourself and enter into that reality.
Home today. At Shah of Kukutlam, we have a range of solutions that helps you find the perfect home that fits your needs. For over a decade, we have helped hundreds of clients, from first-time buyers to seasoned investors, achieve their goals. We also provide free seminars and workshops, so when the time comes, you can make an educated decision to set you and your family up for life. Whatever your needs are, whatever your goals are, come and see me. My name is Shah and I can help you find the perfect home.
Almost 150,000 Canadians a year will use a homeless shelter. These people need food, clothing, and access to basic hygiene. Fatima Zahra Helping Hand is a non-profit organization with the goal of helping the underprivileged in Canada. Along with our active support for recent immigrants and refugees, one of our ongoing initiatives is to feed and clothe the homeless. For more than a decade, we have provided hundreds of thousands of hot meals to some of the most vulnerable and needy. We continue these efforts with several monthly initiatives. For more information or to donate, please visit our website, nurmuhammad.com.
When Allah gives, Allah never takes away. When Allah dresses that servant from Laylatul Qadr, from whatever point, if they reached it 10 years ago, they reached it 15 years ago, or they're going to reach it this year, as soon as they reach that reality, they are eternally dressed by that reality. Allah doesn't give a gift 1 year and say, I'm going to give you Laylatul Qadr, and now never again you're going to see Laylatul Qadr. Allah has no time. From malakut, when the order comes that that servant going to reach my qudra, that soul going to be entered into these oceans of power, they never leave that ocean. They are always in a Laylatul Qadr. And Allah wants us to understand the barakah of these souls is if you take just 1 day of their understanding. Allah says their 1 day of Laylatul Qadr is 1,000 months. 1,000 months equals in 1 day 30,000 rewards, because 30 days, 1 month. So when people don't understand why you have to be with these people for barakah, now Allah giving the formula, the numeric value of that barakah. So you want to know barakah? Their 5 prayers, you got to pray 150,000 prayers to equal their 1 day. And the servant that does accompany them will be dressed by them. So when you pray 1 set of prayers with them, it's like 150,000 salah been given to you. This is from Allah. If you give that servant $1, what's your reward? $30,000, because they are the multiples of 30,000. And the one who accompanies them, why they have barakah? Because as soon as they say one Allah in their presence, Allah dresses them with 30,000 Allahs. Because the Abdul Qadir and the servants of the oceans of power, they don't keep what comes to them. They are like a sun. Whatever Allah dress upon their soul, they magnify out towards creation. Whoever sits upon their beach, they dress them from their sun. As this physical dunya sun, it doesn't distinguish. You sit on the beach, you be dressed by the sun, that's an imitated sun. The sons of Qadir means the souls whom Allah dress from this Qadir, they give more generous than that sun. That Allah give that every day, and there are darajats, and Allah describes there's another day like 50,000 years. Because the darajats of these Abdul Qadirs and these awliyaullahs are infinite in their understanding. Allah gives another daleel in Qur'an where the angel in the ruh is coming. The angel in the ruh, when Allah describing, when I'm dressing them from Qadir, means that every angel and the reality of what that ruh stands for, with every order of mind is dressing upon their soul. Means every every order from Allah dresses their soul. This is what gives their soul majesty and qudra. That's the reality of Laylatul Qadr. And Prophet sweetened the deal. If you make 1 hour of tafakkur, it's like 70 years of worship for somebody else. Prophet said, for 1 hour of these ahlul tafakkur, their 1 hour is like 70 years of your worshipness. 1 hour, 24 hours in a day, because their entire day is worship, even their sleep is worship. One day with them like 1700 years. If you made 1 prayer with them, Prophet ﷺ teaching, you have to pray 1700 years. If Allah gives you 1700 years to be one salah with these ahlul qadr and ahlul tafakkur. You can't be ahlul qadr without tafakkur. That's why Prophet ﷺ said that make itikaf. You want to reach these realities, then slow your running down, slow your distraction down, go back to where Allah wants you is in the heart. Because in the heart you make your tafakkur and these realities begin to open. We pray that Mawlana Shaykh give more and more understanding and dress us from Laylatul Qadr, dress us from realities of Holy Qur'an, dress us from the love of Sayyidina Muhammad and from light of awliyaullah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun ala al-mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi sirri Surat al-Fatiha.
Have you started planning for the cost of post-secondary education? We will help you open a plan and access thousands of dollars in government grants. Give your child a head start with a CET plan. Did you know that it may be possible to start an RESP and not contribute any of your own money? Call today and receive 25 air miles reward miles when you book a consultation.